I have a note I received. You have a T12 spinal injury.
That's right.
At what age did you incur that?
24, almost 25.
About what?
25, almost.
25. And how old are you now?
Almost 27, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I didn't get what happened.
Spinal cord injury, T12.
At T12 level.
Okay.
You want to point it right at him. Okay.
Já, fyrir 2 árum á nýjársnótt 2011 þá var ég út í Austurríki og féll niður klettabelti í skógi og braut í mér fækið T12 sem að skaust í gegnum inn í mænuna og svona beint í hjólastól. En ég meikaði hann ekki.
Did you just tell her how you incurred the injury?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She asked me.
I don't speak your language.
I know.
I'd like to know a little bit about you at a personal level, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're 27. I know your name
26.
is Peter.
George.
You married man?
No. Single.
Hmm? Are you, you live alone? You live with other people?
I live currently with my brother.
With your brother. How do you spend your time?
I'm making a film, so it's in post-production, so I'm editing a lot at home.
Uh-huh, okay. So you're busy in life. Generally pretty busy.
Yeah. Yes and no. I have a lot of free time, but I can never be bored.
Yeah, I understand. I'm one of those too. Well, if you will, please, in English, please tell me what this experience of pain is like for you on a day-to-day basis. Is it varying in intensity? Is it constant? Is it sharp? Is it a dull ache? Give me some words to comprehend your experience.
It's all of the above. It's like some days I have just chronic pain in my right knee. It's just like a sword stabbing my knee every 30 seconds all day long. Or
stabbing like that?
Yeah, like you have a sword in the side of it, stabbing like every 30 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
And then I have like electric currents in my left leg, but the right knee is the worst.
Okay.
But sometimes I just get like a stabbing sensation somewhere and then it's over. And sometimes it's chronic, so it just like the pulse, it just goes on, and then I can sleep or. Just
Does it happen when you're doing certain things?
No, I've tried to put a system on it somehow, a pattern. Like the only thing I've seen like is exercise and smoking weed takes it away.
Exercise and what?
And smoking weed.
Smoking weed takes it away. Okay.
It's the only thing I've learned after 2 years of this.
Well, it looks like you do quite a bit of exercise.
Also, I'm on crutches that like makes my arms bigger.
Are you able to exercise the lower body?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. What limits of that?
Just like if I'm pushing weight with my legs, I can maybe just like lift 7 kilos or something.
Does it hurt when
like
you do that?
Not, no.
No pain involved there?
Not there. The pain is just random completely almost.
Does the pain prevent you from doing anything?
Yeah.
What?
Many things, like if I get pain in a party, I have to go home, or if I'm working or something and I get the chronic pain, I have to stop or eat medication, or it just affects almost every day of my life. So it would be nice to get rid of it.
Are you in pain at this moment?
No, not right now.
Do you know anything in particular, any specific thing that you could do if you should want to do that would bring on the pain?
Bring it on.
Yeah.
No, I would never want that, so I've never thought about that.
So you could do any kind of physical activity, and it might or might not involve pain, but if it did involve pain, it had nothing to do with what you were doing.
No,
Kind of-
but it
kind of the way it is, so.
reduces the pain, the exercise. So if I'm doing it regularly, I have less pain than if I'm not doing it.
How often and for what duration did the pain happen? No,
How
typically.
often, for what duration? Like every day, at least maybe 5 to 10 stabs, or chronic every 30 seconds. Sometimes for 8 hours, sometimes 12.
When did you most recently experience pain?
Yesterday and today was pain-free, but the 3 days before were just completely, I was just at home, completely unable to do anything, basically.
Well, this class is intended to teach these folk how to do this kind of work. I do. Your presence is of huge value here.
Okay.
As we work together, I would like to be free to turn my attention to them and make some points that might not even make sense to you. But probably will make sense, actually.
I think I should let you know that I've done hypnosis myself.
Have you?
I can self-hypnotize myself.
Great, wonderful. That was my next series of questions. You just shortcutted it. Okay. And when you do this, when you use hypnosis, are you able to mask the pain?
Maybe like 50 to 60%.
50 or 60%?
Some of the pain I can't manage, but some of them I can just turn off in my subconscious.
Okay. Well, the technique that I propose to teach you here is closely allied to hypnosis, at least. You will probably spontaneously slip into trance as we interact, but it's not hypnosis per se.
Okay.
It's a technique that involves tapping into mental abilities that are not generally acknowledged, a higher level of intelligence.
You're talking about the superconscious mind, or?
You got it. That's the other name. Do you have any problem with that concept?
No, you can talk to my superconscious. I don't know what you're gonna find, though. We'll see.
Okay, great. Well, this technique is also based on the conviction, my conviction really, when it started, that we are conditioned creatures, that the things that happen to us in life have an impact on us, and that impact can be for the rest of your life unless something happens to change it. We are conditioned creatures. Do you have any problem with that concept?
No.
Okay.
Like the belief system that you have, you live after it. So
That's right.
you live your life after experiencing different stuff.
Yeah. And sometimes it goes even beyond belief. Belief says we're consciously knowledgeable about it. And yet a lot of the influences that have an effect on us are not recognized consciously. We're not aware of them. We don't even know they exist, except that here's the problem. Phobia would be an example of that mentally. A migraine headache would be a physical example of that. So, to the extent that this pain of yours is not functional, I believe that at that higher level of intelligence, you have the ability to control it.
Okay.
You have the ability to not perceive it. Or if you perceive it, you have the ability to not be disturbed by it, or bothered, or limited.
Change it
by
somehow,
it.
or
Huh?
change it somehow then, or
You can do that too. We use hypnotic techniques for pain control, sometimes with amazing results.
have you treated neuropathic pain before?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
A
oh
lot.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Great.
And it always has an emotional content. For example, if we traumatize a muscle, this is an idiotic thing for us to do as kids, but we used to use a knuckle and a hard strike on the forearm, and that muscle in that location would rise, would go into spasm. Well, if we sustain, like I said, that was a stupid thing for us to do, but we did it curious about it. If we suffer some injury, the muscles in that domain are traumatized, just like our arm was traumatized. And the muscle spasms then can really make it worse.
Yeah.
There's a physiological trigger that results in the spasm action of muscles around there, which makes it worse in a very unfortunate bad feedback situation. To the extent that that's happening in your back, the techniques we're talking about will relieve it.
Huh? Again?
The techniques we're talking about here,
Yeah.
the subliminal therapy, will relieve it.
Okay.
How much do you know about, how much have you already learned about
This therapy.
this therapy, subliminal therapy?
I saw like a 50-minute video on YouTube of you doing therapy
Okay.
to a couple of people.
Okay. Did it seem kind of mysterious and
No, I thought it was interesting.
weird?
No, I thought it was interesting.
Okay. See, I believe.
I've turned a little like spiritual myself after the accident,
Okay.
and most recently after I learned self-hypnosis.
Good. Well, I am satisfied without any question that you have this higher level of intelligence. And I put a name on that level just
Centrum.
for convenience. Centrum. You got it. Now, my role in this interaction is as a guide. Maybe I can contribute guidance or information beyond just being a guide. But basically, that's my role. All of the work happens right over there
Yeah.
by your centrum. So, if I'm going to be an intelligent guide, I have to be able to communicate with your centrum. And as a matter of fact, your centrum hears me right now. But I can't hear your centrum. All I can get from you at this moment is just what you're conscious of. It's your role to fill in that communication gap. And you can do that several ways, but the most effective, most efficient way is for you to consciously create an image of what I'm going to call a chalkboard. Some platform on which Centrum can write, and you tell me what Centrum wrote.
Yeah.
Okay? Now,
Do you have like a finger thing, or do I
we
have
can
to
do
talk?
that, and that we can do that very effectively. It's much more ponderous because we're limited to yes, no answers.
Yeah, of course.
Whereas on the chalkboard, Centrum can write anything.
I don't know if I can talk when I'm hypnotized, but we can try.
Oh yeah, you can. Don't worry about that. No question.